Go. Here we go. This is a good question. Okay, I'm going to mark this here. I can come back to it. So Garrick asks, what is the hard truth about, or a hard truth about the future of movies you don't see the trades or YouTubers talking about? The hard truth of it is that every aspect of it that we do, whether it is physical media, whether it is theaters, we're losing. And we're losing bigly. And everything is rapidly accelerating towards a completely digital future in regards to entertainment. Physical media is going to be very much secondhand. It's going to be very much something that is going to be seen as being boutique, so only for the collector class. You've already started to notice this with Disney teaming up with Sony and only putting out 4K steelbooks that now cost anywhere between $35 and $60 or whatever, with that Deadpool and Wolverine one that they put out. Last year, physical media sales declined. That could have something to do with the fact that Best Buy and Target both had pulled their physical media sections. So, really Walmart is your only option. Walmarts are not getting as much stock in certain locations, at least not in my location. You go to most Walmart sections, entertainment sections, and it looks barren half the time for new releases. You don't know if they've sold or if they just haven't restocked. It seems like it's one of those things where they purposefully don't stock it in order to make it look like there was an abundance of sales, therefore causing FOMO and getting people to go and ask for it. But the hard truth of it is that physical media is dying. As much as I love it, as much as I champion it, as much as I go broke buying movies, we are a dying breed of people because it is going to be getting harder and harder and harder to get certain movies on physical media. The movie Barbarian, for example, there's no physical media release. Why? Why is that? Why aren't more movies getting the 4K upscale? Why aren't, we getting more manageably priced stuff? This is again a working man's art form that is now costing more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Again, the average cost of going to the theater is too fucking high. You want concessions too fucking high. People will pick and choose what they want to see. They will wait for movies that interest them, movies that excite them, but those movies will not be made as much simply because there is just not a demand at the box office with anything that doesn't have a Marvel, Star Wars, or Avatar name in front of it. You might get some franchises that end up pulling in those kind of numbers. Despicable Me, Mario, the Minecraft movie might. Superman definitely won't. DC outside of Batman definitely won't. Jurassic Park, probably. Fantastic Four, maybe. Provided they market it the right way and they use with the member berries as a way to get people in the door, which is what I think they're going to do with Robert Downey Jr. The hard reality of where we find ourselves in regards to this industry and to this medium is that it costs so much money. And Adam Scott, this is a quick aside, but Adam Scott, who was on Parks and Rec, he's on Severance now. He was talking with Rob Lowe on a podcast, and he says that it's cheaper to fly 100 actors to Ireland to shoot a movie than it is to film it locally in Los Angeles. And that Parks and Rec, which lasted 7 seasons, shot all around Los Angeles, would not be made today because of how much it costs to film there. So the industry itself is not necessarily expanding. I had a friend of mine, I've known this guy, 15 years at least, right? Probably more than that now. Met him in San Diego. He was a filmmaker. He posted this morning on his Facebook. He admitted that his movie making dream is done. Maybe one day he'll go back to it, but for right now, and this is what he's been pursuing for as long as I've known him. Legitimately, as long as I've known this guy, this is what he's been pursuing. And he'd get real close and then something would fall through. And then he's just like, I'm done. I have to move on to other things. And that is unfortunately what the industry does to the small person. And so the biggest thing that YouTubers don't want to talk about is they don't want to talk about the smaller movies because there's no advertising budgets for those smaller movies, meaning that people aren't going to see them. You know what I'm saying? It's like YouTubers don't talk about things that aren't going to bring in the views. So they talk about drama because that's what brings in the views. And as a result of that, it just ignores the rest of the problems. Everything we know, and then again, let me just kind of point this out as well. When they start talking about everything in the negative, that also starts to change the mindset of the people who are watching. So if the people who come out and attack everything and ignore what's really going on in order to focus on, I don't know, minimalistic culture war nonsense, flood the zone with shit, these people put it in their audience's brains that movies are broken, movies can't be fixed, and there's no point of engaging. Meaning that there's no point of going to the theaters. Basically creating an Aurora Boreas type effect, a snake eating its own tail. So people can't sit there and say like, man, I fucking love movies. I fucking love movies. But every movie coming to the theaters is shit and fuck this fucking bullshit. And every movie going to goddamn streaming is fucking bullshit. So fuck this fucking bullshit. After a while, it becomes nothing but toxic. And that permeates itself into the discourse that other people have. Because people who are normies who might used to want to go, it used to be a communal thing. They're like, I'll wait, I'll watch it at home. I'll wait for when it's on cable. I'm in no rush to see it because there's no FOMO, there's no excitement. Except for stuff like Marvel. And maybe Star Wars and definitely Avatar and, Despicable Me and some of those franchises. Because they're trusted and you know generally what you're going to get. All right. So it's like there's a reason why those movies will do better. Not always great, but they'll do better. And even if you look at Marvel, look at like Captain America, right? That one did okay. Not as much as they wanted. Thunderbolts is hopefully going to do better. Fantastic Four is hopefully going to do better than that. But they've got to rebuild and get people's trust to go back to the theaters. Deadpool and Wolverine was a good start, but that won't save cinema. Barbie won't save cinema. Oppenheimer won't save cinema. What they need to do, and this is a hard truth for studios, is you need to start focusing on the mid-budget movie, and you need to start hiring people who will reach out to those who want to actually engage with this stuff and invite them into the fold. There needs to be an independent ecosystem and not just YouTubers like that are like doing reviews. I mean, like get them in on set visits. Zack Snyder does that, right? I mean, if he knows the people, he'll invite them over. But at the same time, it's like there is this elitism that comes out of a lot of this kind of stuff. And, they need to start bringing more people in and like not have it be a formal thing, but like an informal, like actors promoting it, having fun rather than just doing a press junket, which I think ultimately hurt movies more because everyone knows that it's staged and everyone knows that it's highly scrutinized and that it's highly controlled rather than something that makes, like we were talking the other day, the David Corenswet video of him reenacting the trench run from Star Wars and like him doing it perfectly. That's awesome. That's amazing. It's funny. It's genuine. And because of that, I'm like, I want to see this guy play Superman. Despite my criticisms of where I think the movie's going and the time of year it's coming out and everything that it has on its shoulders, I have never said a bad thing at all about David Corenswet as the character. At all. That dude seems genuine as fuck. Henry Cavill was genuine as fuck. Christopher Reeve, genuine as fuck. Brandon Routh, genuine as fuck. Dean Cain, dickhead, but whatever. Tim Daly, genuine as fuck. Who's the guy from Smallville? I forget his name right now. Genuine as fuck. Those people can bring him in. It is the genuine love of this stuff that makes it hard. That is the issue because they don't lean into it. Like Daisy Ridley going on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and doing a Star Wars rap, recapping the trilogies, right? Funny and genuinely funny, genuinely entertaining, cringe, but genuine. And that's what we're missing is that genuine love that excitement that comes from this stuff. And that's on us. And that is also the hard truth people need to realize is like the apathy is killing. It's fucking killing the industry. And yeah, those are my 2 cents on that one.